It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood.
Well, good morning. I'm over at the beautiful house of Mark and Julie Bodenstab. They've been coming to church for maybe a year or so?
About a year and a half.
Yeah. Year and a half. And you moved here from where?
Pennsylvania. Westchester, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did you pick this area?
Well, that's fun because we raised our two boys in Pennsylvania, and they went to colleges in Pennsylvania, and then they met girls from New England.
Ah.
And the families are all up in New England. And
Married those girls,
and
and
married
all
the
moved
girls.
to New England and had children, and so when it came time
So
to
how
retire,
many grandchildren do you have then?
Four.
Four. And where do your sons, where do they live?
Connecticut, Massachusetts.
Okay, where in Connecticut?
Ridgefield,
Okay. And where in Massachusetts?
Marshfield.
Okay. And have you been able to see them during this whole COVID-19 stuff?
we have.
We snuck a visit.
A lot of Zoom, but we did sneak some visits.
Yeah, we did have one a couple weekends ago. We happened to all be within, they were all ready to get out and have a little change of scenery. So we were able to have a little rendezvous point outside.
Awesome.
And we did that, and
And
it was good to see.
You did mention that you were tested recently,
Yes.
and the results came back.
Both negative for, yeah.
So you had both tests,
Yes.
the nose swab and then the blood test.
Blood test.
So the one tells you that you didn't have it at that moment, and the other tells you that you haven't
Never
had
had
it.
it. Right.
And Cindy and I were tested because our daughter said, if you want to come and visit us, and we want to see our grandkids, it's been 12 weeks at least.
Yes,
horrible.
yes.
She said, we just want to make sure that you're clean.
And that's what we did. We took the test before we saw everyone.
Yeah.
So, because they were more concerned
They were
about
anxious.
us than
Yeah.
we were about them.
Sure.
So, yeah.
And how did you happen to come to the Gilford Community Church?
Well, that's the
Because you were going to a
Garden Club.
Was it a Presbyterian church in?
correct in
In
Westchester.
Westchester, yes, for many, many, many years.
Yep.
And we moved up here about 2 years ago,
Right.
2.5 years ago. And we were going to various churches, and I happened to be invited to go to hear a speaker for the Apici Garden Club, which meets in
Yes.
Fellowship Hall. So I went, and I came back, and I told Mark about this
All hopped up.
little town of Gilford that we really had not, the village. We knew of Gunstock because we had skied at Gunstock, but we didn't know about the little village. And I said, there's this church and library and da-da-da-da-da, and we went, and we heard you, and everybody was very welcoming and friendly, and you remembered our name the second time we came back, which we were very impressed with, and well, the rest is history.
Yeah.
So,
I think I told you that Cindy helped me remember your name. She thought of Julie Andrews because you were a good singer too. So Julie Andrews marks her music or something like that. And Julie and Mark was the key there.
yeah.
I don't remember everyone's name the second visit though. I have to.
Well,
be...
we were
Well,
very
we were impressed. That's okay. We were very impressed.
We were very impressed.
And were you in the choir down in Pennsylvania?
Yes, actually I was, and but I was just I've been a pew singer most of my life, so I just hung in the pews. And a few years ago, I guess we had no more excuses. I had no more excuses left. The kids had left the house, so one of my friends got me into the choir, so I started singing with the choir a little bit. Yeah, we had a good music program. It's a big, beautiful organ, beautiful place. But actually, it's been eclipsed.
Large choir.
But
yeah.
I think music's here even better. It's just a great crew.
Yeah. You know, Caroline and AJ are just
Yep.
so special.
Yep.
Oh, wonderful.
And for a relatively small church, the music talent, I think, is phenomenal.
Well, that's the thing. In our visits, every week we'd come and there'd be another soloist, and it's like,
And that
where
was
do they all
something
come
that
from?
we thoroughly enjoy and attracted us as
Yep.
well as you, the music program, especially
Right.
having come from a strong music program at our former church.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, people have talked about when we're going to reopen, but if you can't have singing,
Right,
like,
What's the
what
point?
would the point be?
right,
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
you know, even if the sermon is bad, the music is going to be good. So.
That's not gonna happen.
And what have you been doing kind of to maintain a sense of sanity?
A
Well,
lot of walking.
Yeah,
a lot of
walking.
walking. Thankfully, we're in a community that is very good for walking.
Yeah.
We have lots and lots of different roads
Yep.
and lots of trails.
Yeah, I bet I saw 20 people walking
Yeah.
through,
Yep.
Southdown and Long Bay.
Little biking. A lot of jigsaw puzzles.
a lot, yeah. We said sometimes 2 puzzles going at a time. We usually have a puzzle out most of the winter, so we just kept it going.
Yeah. Little reading. projects, home projects, finishing up
A lot of home projects.
a little,
There's a lot
lots
of
of little things.
honey-do list.
Honey-do list is always active.
Well, your house looks beautiful. I can't imagine there's anything that needs to be
Thank
done.
you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're redoing the back deck now, so now we're moved to the
Otherwise, we'd
outside.
have you out there. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of gardening now
Yeah.
that the weather has moderated. So I love to garden. So
Yeah, it's been
busy
it's
with
been
that.
kind of fun. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of this. Everybody's been doing the Zooming with people you never thought you'd talk to again. So
Yep.
we fraternity brothers had called and old friends from the old neighborhood and family. We'd do more family calls. So there was a lot of activities and a lot of reaching
Staying in
out.
touch. So
Yeah.
it's been very
Like checking your videos every day. Yeah, you know,
Well, I think a lot of good has come out of this.
that's all the good stuff.
It
yeah.
has.
Yeah.
It's reconnected a lot of
Yep.
people, I think. Which
And
has
so,
been.
what kind of work did you do, Julie?
I worked at Longwood Gardens, which is the former state of Père DuPont in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. And it's a large, very well-known public garden. And I worked in education, adult education, did the adult programming.
Awesome. And how about you, Mark?
Well, most of my career was in industrial gases, so I was involved with liquid helium and oxygen, nitrogen, argon, pipeline gases, not natural gas. And I spent most of my career was that, and then in 2005, the industry was kind of on the decline, so I had an opportunity to join the federal government. So I spent my last 14 years with the federal government
Wow.
and retired. Yeah.
Awesome.
So just retired a year ago. So just
Well, I
past a year.
retired 2 years ago, I guess, so, and we moved up here.
And how did the two of you meet?
High school.
High school. Wow. So you
We
grew
go
up,
way back.
you grew up in what town in Pennsylvania?
In Wilmington, Delaware.
Okay,
Yep,
Delaware.
Yep, right below.
Which is right below, actually, not far from where we
We ended
came
up
from.
because we moved around quite a bit,
Yeah.
military, and then with the gas industry, and then ended up in Pennsylvania, and then we kind of settled there. And we were only 4 or 5 miles from our parents, 6 miles.
A little bit more than that,
Yeah,
but
for
yeah,
both our
very
parents,
close.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because all of our family's back in Michigan.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Well, I appreciate you letting me come on over and get to know you guys a little bit better.
Well, it's
Well,
great to have you here.
We hope to get to meet a lot more people once we
Yeah.
get back at church.
Yeah.
We're just starting to put names and faces together.
Yeah. We're working on an online. We're trying to work on an online photo directory. That would help. But,
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah. Well, you guys have a great day.
Well, thanks
Thank
very
you.
much.
You do the
Good
same.
luck,
Thank
and keep those videos coming.
We will.
All
We
right.
will.